So we are visiting right now with the beautiful, the lovely Val Dodds. Val, what's going on, girl? I know you're having a crazy, crazy day. How was your summer, though, in general?
Oh my gosh. So this year I've sort of been taking a pause on shooting a lot. I've sort of, it's so funny because now I'm comfortable about talking about it, but I was at my heaviest this year. I was like 170,
Okay.
and I've been like 130 at my like really healthiest kind of days, which
Mm-hmm.
back then everyone said I was too skinny, so I don't really know what other people view as
Yeah.
what I look at, like healthy and everything. But so I've actually lost 20 pounds. So I've been just eating super clean and focusing on myself this year and just sort of getting better. I was like really weighed down with like a ton of work and like always going to shoot and not really focusing on myself because even going from shoots and traveling,
Yeah.
it's hard to eat healthy when I'm like going to the airport, and I know that people are still
Yeah.
trying to get like healthier options when you're traveling, but like I said, I was at my heaviest, and I wasn't really like doing anything super crazy. Like I didn't go
Sure.
out all the time. I was just like going to work and just not healthy at all. I was just strictly going to work and doing that, and I was getting like bugged down with emails and doing everything. So I really took this summer just to like relax and focus on myself and get back into things that I enjoy. So when I was down in San Diego this summer,
Yeah.
I picked up a small job with helping some of the pro golfers that
Okay.
travel around for the PGA Tour. So really not industry related. I just sort of would go help them. It was pretty easy, and I got paid good to do that. And then I was done in the morning. It made me get up early and go to the golf course and like help them and get more on a schedule rather than my
Yeah.
crazy life, because my life is sort of more like nighttime appearances and doing other
Sure.
things. So it was a 360 from what I was doing before, and so it sort of it was good for me to like
Ab-
get me back on a better path, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, okay, that's the thing about it. Like you're the thing that's like interesting about what you just said is that curvy, fuller figured women now. That's like the in thing. Like you look at all
Right.
the popular Instagram models and stuff like that. I mean, you're absolutely beautiful still. What I would think that would was it just something with you personally that you felt self conscious or
Yeah, I mean we look at our photos, and I think like my fans, they're like, "Oh my God, you look amazing," and I get all of those comments all the time.
yeah.
Where me, I go in and I like critique on what I could do better in the next photo. And when I started looking at my photos, I was just not happy. I was like, "This is the heaviest I've ever been. Like, what's going on?" Because I'm still going to the gym and I'm doing all of this stuff, and that was like my biggest thing was just like
Yeah.
eating right.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I changed that, I didn't really change my workout that much. It was just like I'm only like clean eating Monday through Friday. I still give myself weekends, but that's pretty much all I needed to change was how I was eating and
Yeah.
getting more on a schedule, sort of. My life didn't
Absolutely.
really have too much scheduling because it's like always changing. I'm either having a random shoot in LA or I have to go to New York, and I'm like flying around for all these things. So it was sort of nice to just take the summer off and stick to one thing instead of always being like, "Oh, this weekend I think I have to leave," and then
Yeah.
still trying to get more things. I'm never saying no to people. I'm always going and going and going. So I think this summer gave me like a chance to like sit down and be like, okay, focus on yourself
Yeah.
and like get in a better lifestyle.
No, that's what's up. No, I'm very proud of you that you know what you want and what makes you happy. So that's cool that you do
Yeah.
that. So I want to ask you, okay, so again, I'm not just kissing your butt because you're on the show, but obviously
Yeah.
you're a gorgeous, gorgeous girl. How old were you when you first started to get noticed and recognized and sort of stand out because of the way you look?
Right. So when I've always had a boyfriend like through school, so that's sort of been like my attention, I guess. I've never really like needed attention. I've
Yeah.
always sort of gotten it. And but after my senior year, I broke up with a boyfriend, and I was like, okay, I just got my braces off. It's so funny because it was like back then when I was like, got my braces off, now I can glow up. And then I went out, and that was sort of that right after I broke up with him was when I started the industry. And so all of that attention came right after that. And having my braces off gave me that like extra confidence boost.
Yeah.
So I was getting more attention because those were off, and I think it was a good time to sort of start the industry because then really look for attention. It was just already there. As soon as I
Yeah.
started posting photos and doing all of that stuff, the work started coming, and then I just sort of got into all of that. But yeah, I was 18. I was 18 right when I started,
Gotcha.
and then I did my little stunt at Pius, and
I was watching that. That was awesome. I watched that. I remember that story. It's so funny. Like, that's how I became aware of you. I remember that story was all over the news, and I honestly could not believe how big of a story it became.
Right.
But that thing was freaking everywhere. That's all people were talking about.
Yeah.
Did you
And so
know?
that was,
Did
like,
you know that
another
it was
thing,
going to be like that?
Sorry, what?
Did you know it was going to blow up like that? Did you have any
No,
idea?
I didn't. I did not. I was pretty much just doing it. I was shooting the little thing because I had a bunch of people that I went to school with that were like, oh, I can't be friends with you anymore. Like, what you're doing is so bad. And just all this stuff. And it got more into just like, instead of just being like, oh, it's bad, it was like, you're going to hell, you're such a slut. Like, all this stuff that I was like, I don't think God wants you saying that. Mind you, I have gone to Catholic. Sorry, my dogs are playing. They're like growling in the back. But so I've gone to Catholic school my whole life. I know everything from the Bible, teachings, doing all this stuff that I'm like, what you're doing back to me is exactly what they taught you not to do. Even if someone is going against our religion, you're still supposed to be there for them, but not really like say you're going to hell and all this other stuff, because that's sinning in your own way. And so then I just sort of did my own thing and went and did the high school stunt, and then I posted it, and then they started messaging me, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. And I'm like, I thought porn was bad. Like, why are you going to the website to look? Because I never posted anything prior to that. Everyone just started going and messaging me again, and that was really my original stunt was to be like, why do you keep checking up on a porn website when you're not supposed to go see porn?
Absolutely.
And then, because then you're going to go to hell, right? It's not just me shooting it, you're watching it now. And so, so that was more of what I was trying to get across. And then later, it ended up being like the Lincoln Police Department stumbled across the website and found that. And so then that was when we started doing all the trials.
Absolutely. So tell us about like your very first scene. Like, I was researching you for this interview and stuff like that. Tell us like how nervous you were when you first decided, I'm going into this full speed ahead. I'm flying out there. What was that like when you get booked for that first scene? Are you completely nervous? Are you freaking out? Are you having second thoughts? What was that like?
I think, like, starting off on my own website where I was doing solo stuff, I wasn't really nervous at all because it was just, like, me in my own house. And I just really didn't care. I know a lot of other girls are very nervous and stuff when they, like, started, but I really never was nervous. And I think doing it my way where I was solo in the beginning and then I got booked with, like, a girl. Like my first real gig was when I was in LA was with Kimberly Kane, and it was for a librarian scene where I was a student and she was the librarian. And I was really excited because I had looked her up before. I got my call sheet with her name on it and everything. And so I was like, wow, this girl's really known in the industry. I can't believe I'm from Nebraska and I'm going to go work with this girl who's known. And so I was more excited. I wasn't really nervous at all. Even that day, like, it's funny because there was another very, very well-known agent in my industry, Spiegler. He has Spiegler Girls, and those girls are like the top girls to get if you get a girl in my industry. You normally go with like a Spiegler girl. You have to live in LA to be with that agency, and they have all their requirements to be a part of that agency. So he was there that day. The guy who owns the agency and runs it all, and that's who his girl was Kimberly Kane. And they're still together as far as working in the agencies go, but so I was excited because I got to work with really good talent for my first scene.
No doubt.
And it ended up going really well. I got the no, I didn't get the cover of that one. I got with that same director though, the next like 4 box covers I was on the cover of, but not on my first one.
I saw that scene. It was amazing. And that's why that leads into my next question. So I wanted to ask you, because I looked you up again. Like I said, I always research all my guests. So when I was researching you, I saw a lot of clips about you. But do you only do girl? Is that what you're like right now? Is that
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so, because I looked and I thought, I wasn't sure about that. That's a very strategic move, I'm sure, right?
Right.
Is that something that?
Yeah, I like it just because I do like girls in general,
Yep.
and I feel like working with them in the industry, it's also good, like, following wise, or like trying to promote yourself, because not a lot of people go back to the guys that are really in the industry.
That's true.
So every scene that I've done has been really promoted really well, because it's always been like me and like a top girl, or like a girl that's going to be a top girl. So everyone I've worked with is like very like, I guess you don't really research the boys. So when girls have scenes, it's still all about them. Yeah. Mine's always been like even bigger because it's had 2 girls in it, and I feel like a lot of people like 2 girls more than one. But
definitely, you're awesome, and you do some very, very good work. So what is something like, as far as you've had a lot of experience as far as modeling and stuff like that. It looks so easy. We just see the finished product. What are some things about doing shoots or modeling that the average fan doesn't know that is really hard and difficult? That's like a part that, because I know that people think that you guys like snapping pictures, you're out of there in 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
Some of these shoots are all day long. What are some of the difficult parts about it?
Yeah, I think honestly, like the prep before it is sort of hard, because you're either trying to make sure that your body looks amazing for something that's going to be on the internet forever, or I just feel like the prep, like you just want to look your best. So normally it's like the day before, like you want to go to bed early. It's not like just because your friend's coming into town, you don't get to go hang out with them. Like it's work still. Yeah. So even though people think my job is easy, I still have like a schedule, like I said, that I was trying to get better at over the summer, because when you're going and going and going and shooting all of these things in various places, my job isn't just at one location every single time. It's not always the same every time. Also, I'm working with so many different people all the time. Yeah. So there is no scheduling with anything. So I would say the prep before actual shooting, because the shooting is somewhat the same. When you're like there, you have like the same schedule with every company, where it's like you either shoot pictures before and the video, and you sort of know what you're doing. You know what you're bringing out to the table, I guess, or what you know how you shoot. So I guess that part is easy for me. It's the prior and the prep before everything, to make sure that I look 100%, because then I feel 100% that day. Obviously, you don't want to feel sick. You're working with other people, so like you just try to come 100%.
That makes perfect sense. Well, I know you. I know you're very, very on the social media. You're a great follow on there, and I want you to promote yourself on there really hard and heavy. I know there's some voting going on, and you want fans to vote for you. Tell us all about that. Tell them how they can go in there and show love and support you. Tell us about that, and tell us where we can go, the links and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I have my Facebook that I'm pretty regular on. Yeah. It's just The Real Val Dodds, and then if you just look up my name, Valerie Dodds, which is my real name, you just see my Facebook pretty much pop up. Yeah. I would say if there's not a lot of photos, there's only like 4, that's not me. So don't even click on that thing. Actually, just block it and report it if you see that. Get rid of those. But yeah, The Real Val Dodds is my Facebook, and then on Twitter it's at Val Dodds XXX. Instagram is Val Dodds X, and Snapchat is Val Dogs with 2 G's instead of the D's, and then the number 1. All right. And then the Maxim thing, if you just go to any of my profiles, it's pretty much all over there. But it seems like voting is going till December right now. Okay. For everything. I didn't know it was going that long. It seemed like it was like you vote in this in the Maxim contest for like there's a couple categories. So I'm the face of Nebraska, or the Midwest region right now. So there was the top 30. Now they're doing the top 20. So I'm still number 2 in that right now.
Wow.
But yeah, it seems like they're doing top 20 and then top 10 and then like out of all the regions. So there's a lot of little steps to go to before that, I guess. So I'm going to be promoting that.
Is that crazy for you? Like when you look at your social media and you look at all these fans that are so freaking like crazy about you and they follow your every move and stuff, is that overwhelming? Is it intimidating? Have you had like crazy stories with any stalkers or like have you had any stuff like that?
Yeah, I guess it's not intimidating. It's crazy, like to think about like when I look back on my life in general, and I'm like, okay, I was a Catholic schoolgirl that like did all of this, and now I'm like in these Maxim contests where, yeah, it's cool that my fans are voting, but was really crazy for me was on the back end of my stuff, and I can post it, but I didn't realize how much money was already going into that Maxim thing from my fans, and that blows my mind, because I didn't think, like, yeah, clicking on a vote does help me, and I do see people's names for that, and I've been really surprised for who's been voting for me now, because I don't know if people are getting older and their minds are changing or what, so I'm laughing, because I'm like, wow, I can't believe they went and voted for me. So I see people like that, but we've raised $2,000 just on me alone during, I just started a couple weeks ago during this contest, and I think that's what's crazy to me is like all these people are believing in me, but also putting money towards it. And so I'm like, $2,000 to me that's crazy already in just a couple weeks, and I just started promoting it. So that I think blows my mind out of anything. I love like all the support and everything, but yeah, nothing was so like I don't get scared that I have fans, and I get what comes with my job, and I get like when I need to be careful about certain things. But yeah, I think the most mind-blowing thing is the money that we raised for. I don't see any of that. That goes just to the veterans for this cause and everything that's going on with the Maxim thing. So that's the one thing that blew my mind.
That is
the money that people are putting up for it.
That is awesome. Well, we end real quick with a segment called Rapid Fire. So I'm going to throw some quick questions out and just get your first answer that comes to mind. All right. So your best sexual experience, whether on camera or off camera.
Okay. Ooh. When I first tried anal, I would say that. A lot of people are scared, but if you have it done right and you're with the right guy that knows like prepping and stuff and like what to do, then it makes it good. But I have had really bad experiences, so I get that a girl says no to things like that, because I definitely would have if I wasn't with the right person. So.
I hear you. All right. Do you have any unfulfilled fantasies?
You know what? Being in my industry, I really just do them all, so I don't really have anything to that hasn't been fulfilled yet. No.
All right. Celebrity hookup. You can have any celebrity, male or female. You're gonna have a one-night stand with them. It can be anybody, an athlete, an actor, whoever you want. Who's it gonna be?
Gosh, that's so hard. They have to be alive or anyone?
No, it can be live, living or dead.
Okay. Elvis Presley.
Wow, you're so young. Like I wouldn't even think you knew anything about him. That's a good one. Okay.
Everyone in my family is named from like something to have to do with Elvis Presley, pretty much. Like I have an older sister named Lisa Marie. My younger brother's name's Jesse.
Wow.
From Elvis's younger brother. So there's like little gaps in my family where.
That is awesome. Okay, so your all-time favorite movie?
Big Elvis fans. Oh, ugh. I feel like I always see a movie and then I'm like, okay, this is my interview question. Like when people ask me this is the one that's going to be. Right now, I have you seen this? It's called The Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah, I fell asleep on that like 30 minutes into it. I swear to God, like I fell asleep. I start watching like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I did not make it through the whole thing. Is that?
Okay. I would say right now, I just watched that on my last flight I had from Florida last week, and that's like my go. I just watched it a second time last night because I do really like that. I like CSI kind of movies, or that one's not necessarily CSI, but like something that is like a crime kind of thing, I guess, that I like. I don't know why.
Gotcha. All right. So your guilty pleasure, I know you watch what you eat very closely. You're on a diet, you work out and all that stuff. But your guilty pleasure, what's your favorite dessert? Like, you know, it's like something that you just, on Thanksgiving or whatever, that you just, your guilty pleasure.
Yeah. I would say really big chocolate fan. Like I really started liking like chocolate and bacon together.
Oh my
so
god!
So if I'm gonna go in.
Are you serious?
Like yeah, we were at SeaWorld last week and we got these cupcakes that had it was like chocolate and bacon little bits on the top, and I was just like, this is so good. I don't know who combined these because I know that when I first tried it, I was like, this is crazy, and now I love it. I'd say the chocolate and bacon, like cupcakes maybe.
All right, we got 2 more quick ones for you. All right, your panty preference. What kind of panty preference? I know you're not a granny panty girl. Are you thongs? Are you commando?
Is this like an everyday question?
Yeah, like in general.
I really don't wear panties at all. I really don't.
All right.
I'm like, I could show you right now. There's no panties.
Oh, you gotta stand up and twirl around for us real quick.
Yeah, like with the booty shorts.
Oh wow, yeah.
I had to show off my new body.
Yeah, the guys are gonna love that. All right, so then the last one I gotta ask you is, how does Val Dodds unwind? Like, if you have nothing scheduled, if you have no work, no shoots, no nothing, what do you do just to chill? If you have a free day, what do you do to unwind and relax?
Yeah. So I actually now, like with my strict schedule, I really, like I said, I let the weekends be my like fun time. I really don't do anything Monday through Friday right now.
Okay.
I know I was just in Florida last weekend, so everyone's probably like, we just saw you Snapchat and you get crazy every day, but I don't. I went Monday through Friday, normal schedule. I don't do anything besides wake up, hit the gym, and do all of that. I would say the weekends, because I do like to let loose. That is like my unwind time, and so I do either I pick one right now while I'm on my schedule. So either a Friday or Saturday I'll go out, and then Sundays are like I don't go to the gym. I have a hammock in my backyard, so I go and sit in there. And it's funny because I have a 75-pound dog that lays in there with me. And so that's sort of like we did it this morning, and I know it's Monday, but I did it while I was drinking my coffee before I went to the gym. But it's normally supposed to be only on Sundays. So I would say hanging out with my animals. I have 6 animals, so hanging out with them and doing like an animal day is my unwinding because they really calm me. I like being around them.
That is awesome. I'm sneaking one more in here real quick. Okay, so if I saw you at a bar, or if I was gonna buy you a shot or your favorite cocktail, what are you drinking? What are you gonna order?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because I'm like, right now I'm just doing like straight up kind of shots. Like I do like vodka sodas for drinks because of the diet and everything. I'm from Nebraska, so I'm a big beer drinker. I love beer, and that's why I've like cut that out. But I really, if I was in Nebraska, I really like the peanut butter beer from Empyrean Brewery.
Oh, yeah.
That one's really good. But if I was doing a shot, I would do something. I don't know. I would honestly do whatever. If you came up and you were like, I want to buy you a shot, I'd be like, surprise me. I don't care.
That's what's up. Hey, Val, I'm a big fan of yours. I appreciate you coming on, showing love, and being a Husker, and being so down to earth and so humble. It's awesome. Yeah. No, it's awesome that you are the way that you are, because you have fans all over the place. I was surprised that you had such a big following. People really freaking gravitate to you, and that's something special. That's a talent. And for you to come on with a small show like this and to show love like that, I appreciate it a lot. Seriously.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right.
I love it. I love doing interviews. I like talking with people, and I always follow your stuff. You're always so sweet. And
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Well, like I said, next time if I run into you downtown somewhere in the Haymarket or whatever, I got you. Whatever you want for dinner and all that kind of stuff.
Let's meet up. I'm trying to go back for a game. I'm thinking October 20th or November 10th are my only open other days that I have to come. So
that sounds good.
I'm going to pick one of those, but I'll message you.
That's what's up. Let's link up, definitely. I appreciate you. Take care of your dog. Enjoy all that, and I appreciate the time tonight.
Jax. All right. Goodbye.
All right.
Thank you.
Valerie Dodds, she's awesome. You guys check her out. Follow her on social media. Follow us on social media. I got a lot of great interviews coming your way. We got Ashton Blake is on the way. I've got Ryder Sky is going to be on the show here coming up. We've got a lot of great interviews. So we appreciate you guys showing love, rocking with us. These girls are awesome. They're fun follows on social media. They're fun interviews, and I'm gonna keep giving you guys what you want. Subscribe to the channel, Jeff Richardson on YouTube. Look us up. We are coming at you guys fast and furious. Show love. Positive people doing positive things, and we are out.